Hello all, welcome to the YouTube channel of Evolution Careers. I am Sukumar, the speaker for this session, and this session is going to be on project budget analysis. Why project budget analysis is needed? Why project budget analysis is needed? We'll see in short about. First, about this webinar. This webinar is conducted by Evolution Careers in association with RSN. This is a mega online webinar series that's being conducted for a period of 45 days ending with June 30th, and the total number of topics covered is around 60 with the number of speakers around 10 to 15 speakers overall from various backgrounds. It's with a lot of diversified topics which is very informative, educative. I hold a Bachelor of Engineering in Mechatronics Engineering with PGDBA in Operations Management. I have more than 12 years of experience from corporate manufacturing industries and 1 year full-time experience in mentoring and training. This is in short about me and in short about Evolution Careers. It's officially in training and placement service since 2013 and it's highly successful with its clients so far and it's expanding further. Successfully, Evolution Training has Successfully, Evolution Careers had molded the careers of 2000 plus budding Indian citizens since its official formation, and it has trained more than 20,000 people. So this is about Evolution Careers. Let's go into the topic. What is project budget and what is project budget analysis? Any activity or project will have a budget. Even for our monthly running of a house, we do have a budget, which is our monthly earning. Same way in industries, for any project, there will be a budget allocated. Any activity. Even in educational institutions, there will be a budget allocated for each and every activity. Say, if they want to conduct a technical symposium, or annual day, or sports day, or any other function in the college, they will have a stipulated budget and they will plan to complete within the budget, and the stakeholders or the organizers or the coordinators put in for that activity are made responsible to control the expenses within that budget. If the budget exceeds, we need to provide justification and it should be a reasonable price escalation. It should not just like that go up because of our lethargy or any other casual taking of the available budget. Why it is important? If we do not have an analysis over the project budget and control it on time, then we will end up in spending much more than what is needed. If we do not analyze the project budget properly and control whenever it is going wayward, then obviously we will end up in spending much more than the allocated budget, as a result of which we will incur a lot of losses. So this is much more needed for any industry, for any organization or any family. Without this, the budgets will go erroneous and as a result, we will be spending a lot. Why we need to spend a lot when we can control it by making minor modifications on time? Why we have to spend more when we can make the budgets under control with proper analysis and bringing back it on track? Okay, coming back into project budget analysis, how we have to do it. Every project will have an overall budget and internally subdivided into budget on header wise. Say let us take the example of conducting a technical symposium or a guest lecture in a college. I am taking this example because a lot of the viewers right now are from the student fraternity and the teaching fraternity. Let's take this activity as an example. Let us say the budget overall allocated is 1 lakh for the event, out of which it is subdivided into say 5 categories. One is related to the guest expenses, one is related to the food expenses for the coordinators and the participants, one related to the hall maintenance, audio video expenses, one related to the publicity expenses, and the other stationary expenses. So under each category, there will be stipulated budget allocated. So when we have formulated the budget, we would have considered certain things and planned accordingly. But when the actual activity is happening, there could be a lot of variances. Some items may go beyond the cost, some items we can control. Here is the place where we have to apply which is mandatory, which is optional, and which is not needed. Certain things we might have considered which is not needed actually. Certain things which are needed actually, we might not have costed. We might have missed to cost it. Just because we did not cost it, we cannot go back to the management or the organization head again and ask for escalation. We have to try to complete within the stipulated budget available. You cannot increase the budget just like so. Under each category, there will be subheaders. Under each category, there will be subheaders, and under subheader, there is a stipulated budget allocated. You have to find ways and means to complete the total activities within the overall budget. Say one header, you might incur additional cost, but you have to control the cost in the other header. If each and everywhere you are incurring cost escalation, the total budget will rise up, and finally, it will go wayward. When it goes wayward, it leads into cost escalation. When it goes wayward, it leads to a cost escalation, and when cost escalation happens in each and every project, then automatically the organization will end up spending much more than it is required, and it will go into a stage of bankruptcy. Why most of the companies went into bankruptcy is because of this. Same way, most of the families, why they are highly debt ridden is because of the non-control over the expenses they make. Certain times the expenses will be under not needed category, but they will make that expense just because of peer pressure or just because of their thinking, their thought processes. Just because they feel at that point they wanted it, they will spend too much and do it. And finally, when they want things to be done, actual things that is needed, they'll be ending up with no budget. And finally, they'll borrow. When they borrow, they end up in debts. So make analysis of your budget every now and then, review it, and wherever it is going out of control, try to find out ways and means, try to find out solutions to bring it back on track. Against each header allocated, populate the cost. Once you populate the cost, you will find out where it is going wayward, where it is under control. You need to control and have cost savings, not cost escalation from a project. In industries, they call it as cost control activity or cost control sheet. Cost savings is mandatory for each and every industry. So when you are going to go into an industry, you need to know what is cost savings. That can happen only if you know what is project budget analysis or budget analysis in short. Hope you have understood this. If you have any queries, please email it to us or put as a comment under this YouTube video. You will get responses for it. Thank you. It's Sukumar signing off from this session. Please do like our videos if they are informative. Please subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thank you. Have a nice day.